you met Friday with Prime Minister Najib, who's facing allegations of corruption and human rights violations, and you'd said at your town hall event that you would raise those issues with him when you spoke privately. What was your message to Najib about the investments fund scandal and also about the issue of jailing his political opponents?
With respect to Prime Minister Najib, I don't comment on investigations happening back in the United States. I certainly am not going to comment on any investigations or legal proceedings that may be taking place in a foreign country where I'm a visitor. But I did raise with Prime Minister Najib, as I have with many of the leaders here in Southeast Asia, but also many leaders in Africa and Latin America and everywhere we go, the importance of transparency, accountability, the importance of rooting out corruption, all of which are impediments to development, all of which hold countries back, all of which contribute to poverty and stunted growth. And if countries solve those problems, even if they are resource poor and landlocked, they will do better. And if they don't solve those problems, it doesn't matter how much they're blessed by natural resources or size or geography, they're going to fail. And I also emphasized to Prime Minister Najib the importance of civil society and a free press in countries thriving. And every country here is at different levels and stages of development, both social and economic. And we don't expect that everybody follows the same path that the United States does. But I do think there's some basic principles that are important for us to uphold as friends and partners to the countries that we're talking to. The good news is that take a country like Myanmar that just went through a historic election after having been subject for 40 years to military rule. They're not going to immediately be Sweden in terms of their democratic practices, but there is a sea change taking place there, and we want to encourage that and engage it. And a lot of the work that we do, the open government partnership that we set up through the United Nations, the bilateral work we do in terms of improving transparency, the principles and rules that we've embedded in TPP, all those things are designed to raise the bar, to have people set sights that are a little bit higher. And some will go forwards, some will slip back. Paces will vary, but the trajectory is the same. And that is a world where ordinary people are treated fairly, there's rule of law, there's transparency, governments are accountable, people's voices are heard, women are treated equally, minorities are not discriminated against. Those are profoundly American values, but I also think they are universal values. All right? Thank you, everybody. Let's go home.